Valley Center residents John and Judy Johnston called on Mark Snyder Electric for help. John and Judy were determined to eliminate the electric bill in their beautiful new country home. Mark Snyder is well known in Southern California for his advocacy of electrical efficiency and solar power. During the Clinton-Gore administration, Mark Snyder served for the White House Council on Year 2000 conversion to help the San Diego area prepare its infrastructure for the challenges of the new millennium. Mark Snyder is recognized as a pioneer in bringing alternative energy to California. Nearly 20 years ago, Mark Snyder demonstrated the practical potential of agricultural products to generate electricity in Southern California. Early in 2006, Mark Snyder joined forces with legendary entertainer Willie Nelson to open Southern California's first BioWillie diesel fuel station. Later that same year, Willie Nelson asked Mark Snyder to accept an EPA Achievement Award on his behalf. Mark Snyder Electric is a member of the Better Business Bureau. Mark has been the principal sponsor of a radio show in San Diego about sustainability. And Mark was even featured once on a video segment of The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. John and Judy Johnston asked for Mark Snyder's help in finding a way to eliminate their electric bill. Mark knew that it would not be easy, though, to keep the project on budget. The biggest challenge in Valley Center would be the high cost of summer air conditioning. To keep the Johnston's family electrical project on budget, Mark Snyder decided to start with only 6 kilowatts of tracker-mounted solar power. It's cheaper to save a watt than to generate a watt. To complete the task of zeroing out the Johnston's electric bill, Mark Snyder decided to use a high-efficiency night ventilation system to reduce or eliminate their air conditioning bill.
Hi, we're here today with John and Judy Johnston at their beautiful new home in Valley Center, California. I'm Mark Snyder, and this is Barry Brooks, the wonderful HVAC inventor. And this house is a fine example of what you can do in a custom home, making a beautiful home that's highly energy efficient. We're in Valley Center, California, and this can be very inhospitable climate during the summertime. It can get up as high as 110, 115 during the summertime. What we did is we started at the ground, fortunately, started at the ground floor with John and Judy Johnston. John had already picked a highly efficient design with very long overhangs. And what we did is we got in on the ground floor and we helped him design a very efficient lighting system. He has all Energy Star appliances. And the great thing about this house too is they have greatly reduced their energy requirements with a night ventilation system. Even though it's 110, 115 during the daytime, it drops into the 60s and even into the high 50s at night. So Barry Brooks' wonderful night ventilation system brings the cool air in at night, takes the hot air out, and it chills all the objects in the house and helps reflect that back out. And by doing a highly efficient system, we were able to put in about 1/5 the size of the normal solar system. And something wonderful about this house for both of us and for future generations is you're saving lives by living like this. Your carbon footprint, instead of being as big as your house, is this little bitty thing that's practically nothing. Right. John and Judy, what was your experience living in the house over this past year that you've been here?
I really have enjoyed the silent air, the night air system. It was very surprising to me how cool it makes the house. It makes it really comfortable for sleeping. And it cools it so much that the next day the house is cool in the morning. And so that's really, I think, a huge plus.
Yeah, all the way into the early afternoon it gets cool, and then it doesn't get that hot anyway because we've got this overhang. The sun's up there, and we don't have any direct sun on the roof in the summertime. We do get it some in the winter on the front, which is kind of nice, nature working with it. So the design element really helped too. But his invention is an outstanding energy saver and comfort giver that we've really appreciated for minimal cost, we thought, compared to all the other technical elements that upgrade our living space.
And another thing that was really nice, John and I had not planned on putting fans in, and Mark told us that we were going to really need to put fans in because of the high ceilings, and that's been true. We've had to use our air conditioning very, very little, maybe a week during the very,
probably
very hot period.
Less than 10 times in the whole year, even
Yeah,
you know, in 3 or 4
exactly.
days when it was 110.
And the
15.
house has been really comfortable, and all we have to do is just turn the fans on, and we don't even use the fans a lot, but when we need them, it makes it really, really nice.
Yeah, with these elements together, when it's 95 degrees outside that day, 95 or less, we never turn on the air. We are comfortable. We're not just sweating it out. We are comfortable at home.
Yeah.
It's way cooler. We do have to turn the heat on in the winter some because we have that high space,
Yeah,
but
it's
just a wonderful trade-off for us. We really
This was this summer broke records for the past 50, 60 years,
Exactly.
and you guys still did very well. The neighbors, we got calls from people all over Valley Center this summer that were paying $1,500, $1,800 a month for air conditioning.
Yeah, we used our air conditioning a handful of times for a few hours. We didn't run it all the time because we didn't have to. Just take the edge off of the hottest time of the day with all these elements working really together. And as far as the energy bills, we had an average this year of between $25 and $40 credit, from those 3 solar panels. A couple times we had a bill. One was because the solar got turned off by some of the workers and things. But other than that, and we have added a pool, so we'll have some expense with that here shortly. But it's been fabulous having. I have to credit Judy. She wanted to do the solar, and we're really blessed to have such a high-tech way that could be provided for us.
The other thing that I want to talk about is that we have probably the best lighting of any house I've ever lived in.
Yes.
It's just amazing, and the fact that we can have such a beautiful assortment of lights, so efficient. I mean, we have lights for reading that come from a ceiling that's 16 feet up.
Yeah, we didn't just want to save
And we
energy and have lousy lights.
No,
Right.
no.
So-
This is what we did. Is we designed their house so they got the elements of a custom home with wonderful lighting.
Yes.
We worked with one of the best lighting consultants in
She was terrific.
in San Diego. You can truly get your cake and eat it too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true. We don't have we have very few lamps in the house, and the lamps that we have are really more decorative
Yeah, aesthetics.
because we don't really need them.
Yeah, we have way up in the 16-foot ceilings, we have a low voltage light that shoots down right on the different spots where you're sitting on the couch. And the reading is great, and that way we don't have to have the extra lights around. We got the
and
open
in our
spaces.
offices, on for our desks as well.
Right.
Yeah, we've got them on the
Same
desk,
thing.
by the computer, and everywhere we read. It's just planning and having the guidance of the right equipment in there is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that they have the pool, we didn't go through another stage, which we usually do after people move into their house, is we actually have another stage which we go after something called parasitic loads, like computers and televisions and different things like that. Actually, unless they're Energy Star, and some of them that you have are and some of them aren't, we actually can go back in and identify which units you can put timers on, or you can electronically control in ways that cut even more power down. And even some of the lights, time has gone by now, and they're making such advances in the lights that some of the lights that you have now, there's new generations of them that take half the power of those lights.
Wow.
We're in a wonderful age now where every few months that go by, we're seeing tremendous advances. And this is really good for future generations. You're actually pioneers in helping reduce our dependence on oil and on foreign energy, and how to live in harmony.
So bottom line, we end up feeling good
That's right.
as well as saving money.
You feel
Well, I
good.
think we got the whole program.
That's
going.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
We all want to be
Yep, and our philosophy,
environmentally sensitive.
And our spiritually, we all want to do that, and also physically, you don't want to do it where you're strangling because
No,
you do it.
because as you can see, we have abundant comfort and
That's
a
right.
beautiful situation here, and,
You-
and to feel good about it at the same time.
That's right. That's right. It's a wonderful philosophy, and you're living it.
Thank you for guiding us into that process.
That's quite
it's been
all
a
right.
joy.
That's quite all right. We've enjoyed it ourselves. You're actually pioneers in helping to rebalance the planet.